म उत्तम पौडेल।
ल राम्रो गरे हैन सबैलाई जानकारीमूलक होस् कि नयाँ कुरा आओस् ल ओके रेडी
सर देखेछ
देखेछ र स्क्रिन ठुलो छैन ओके देखे ओके यू कैन प्रोसीड
स्लाइड बनाउनु छैन सर Good morning, dear respected sir and all disease prevalence. It's me Uttam Paural here to present presentation on effect of sowing test on which is the major crops in Nepal after rice and maize in terms of the area. It ranks second position. It is cultivated is about 22% of the total cultivable land of Nepal, and it contributes about 25% to the gross grain production, or that is cereal production. The wheat in Nepal is mainly grown as a winter crop after the harvesting of the rice in Torai and after the harvesting of maize in low hills and high hills. And it contributed 6.98% in the AGDP and 2.30% in the GDP. And it is grown from Tarai to mid hills of the Nepal. According to Adab et al., the production and the demand of the wheat is moving in the same direction, but the population growth rate is higher than the productivity growth rate of the wheat. The lower production of the wheat was attributed due to the various biotic and abiotic constraints or stress. Among them, the untimely sowing of the wheat crop is a very important constraint in the low production of the Nepalese wheat system. Now moving to the cause of the late sowing of the wheat is started. There is the delay of the sowing of the wheat in Nepal, which is observed in the region where the rice and wheat, and the cotton wheat cropping pattern exist. And the farmers generally grow the long duration varieties, fine and aromatic rice such as basmati, and there is also the late arrival of the monsoon rainfall that forces the less transplanting of the rice, and that lead to the delays in the sowing of the wheat. Another cause is the harvesting time of the cotton in the wheat cotton belt. Generally, the harvesting of the cotton was started from the mid December to January, but for the timely sowing of the wheat, timely sowing of the wheat should be done on the mid November. And also the indeterminate maturing habit of the cotton bills also delay the sowing of the wheats. Another cause is the long turnaround period between the rice harvest and the wheat planting, which is about 15 to 35 days. We know the rice is transplanted. In the rice, the soil crop is grown under the anaerobic condition by the polling operation, where the wheat planting requires the dry soil that is grown under the aerobic condition by the repeated plowing. So these opposite soil management practices lengthen the turnaround period, and that cause the late sowing of the wheat. Now the significance of the optimum date. About 40 to 50% of the wheat planting in Nepal is late. That is the planting in the December, which is the major reason behind the lower productivity of wheat in Nepal. The delay of the sowing reduce the yield, but also it reduce the input use efficiency, nitrogen use efficiency, and other nutrient use efficiency. So they also emphasize that Thapa et al. And Madhu et al. Also emphasize that the sowing in dates change in the sowing dates influences the seed growth, kernel quality, and yield. Those delay planting result in the significant drop in the yield as the crop performance is impaired, and individual plant development and the tiller production is also lower. And the wheat planting season and planting times varies depending upon the climate of the region where it is grown and the variety type of the varieties, different cultivar which is used. As a result, the sowing of the date is a crucial factor that influences the growth and yield of the wheat, also the quality. Now, the effect of the sowing dates on the yield and yield attributes of the wheat. The effective tillers per meter square. The effective tiller per meter square was not significant among the sowing dates, is founded by the Maratha et al. 2018 and Marasan et al. 2016. However, Marasan et al. 2016 shows the effective tiller per meter square of the November 29 sowing wheat was comparatively higher, that is 414 tiller per meter square, while it was found higher, that is 343.87 on 14 November, according to the Maratha et al. Similarly, a study conducted in the Bangladesh revealed that the highest number of the tiller per plant was obtained when the seed was sown on 15 November when compared to the other sowing dates, according to the Adam and John. A research conducted by the Yusuf et al. 2019 found that the number of the effective tiller per meter row length on 5 November sowing were significantly higher, that is 108.4, than on the 15 December, that is early planting have the higher effective tiller per meter square than the late planting or delay in the sowing. So as a result, there is a low effective tiller in the late sowing. There is the low germination percentage when the seed was sown in delay, and there is the low vigor, and that caused the decrease in the growth duration. So there is the lead to the poor and low production of the effective tiller in the per meter square. Another is the number of the grain per spike or per year. Thapa et al. 2020 identified the delay in the sowing caused a decline in the number of the grains per spike in earlier planting, resulting in the better spike development, according to the Adam and John. Similarly, according to Yusuf 2019, the number of the grain per spike was higher, that is 48.6 on the 5 November than on 5 January. That is the early planting have the highest number of the grain per spike than the late sowing or delay in the sowing. Similarly, Marasan et al. 2016 reported that the number of the grain per spike of the wheat sown on December 14 was the lowest, that is 30.32, and which was significantly higher than the sowing on the November 14 and the November 29. But the number of the grain per spike on the November 14 and the November 29 was found significantly similar. The Thapa et al. Further identified there is a low number of the grain per spike is due to the short growing period, due to the delay in the sowing, and the less production of the photosynthesis that result in the lower number of the grain per spike. And according to the Darnickel et al. 2097, the reduction in yield was directly correlated with the fewer grain yield per year and the lower grain weight. The 1000 grain weight. The Marasan et al. 2016 suggests the 1000 grain weight of the wheat crop was not significant with the sowing dates, but it was significantly different for the variety. But the delay in the sowing decreases the 1000 grain weight comparatively. As the study conducted in the Bangladesh was found that the highest grain yield, grain weight, 1000 grain weight, that is 27.47 gram on 15 November sowing, while that on 30 December sowing was the lowest, that is 23.87 gram, according to the Madhu et al. The earlier planting resulting in the maximum 1000 grain weight due to the longer growing period. In the early planting, the crop can have the longer growing duration growth stage, so there is the more 1000 grain weight, but there was a gradual decrease in the grain weight is delay in the sowing due to is in the delay sowing there is the higher temperature that reduces the growing period. Thapa et al. 2020 also identified that the late planted wheat has the lower 1000 grain weight due to the shorter grain filling period and the prevalence of the hot wind and the high ambient temperature. Another one is the sterility percentage. The Marasan et al. 2016 and the Maratha et al. 2018 shows the sowing dates has no significant effect on the sterility, but the effect of the varieties was significant. The sowing date does not have the significant effect, but the different variety have the significant effect on the sterility percentage. And the sterility percentage of the December 14 sown was highest, that is 42.65% when compared to the early planting. According to the Marasan et al., while the early planting resulted in the lower sterility, that is 39.54% according to the Maratha et al. Is the flowering coincide with the higher temperature under the late sowing, which may reduce the viability of pollen, and there is no fertilization that lead to the increase in the sterility percentage. The table 1 shows that I have already described the effective number of tiller per meter square, number of the grain per spike, 1000 grain weight, and sterility percentage affected by the date of sowing. From figure, we can say that the effective tiller per square was not significant with the date of sowing, but it was found comparatively higher on the normal sowing, that is November 29, and it was lower for significantly lower than November 40 method, and number of the grain per spike found significantly higher on the early planting and normal planting, that is November 14, November 29, but it is significantly lower on the December 14, that is delay in the planting. Similarly, 1000 grain weight was not significant with the sowing dates, but it was found comparatively higher on the November 14 sowing. In case of the sterility percentage, it is also not significant the sowing date, but the December sowing, that is late sowing, has the significantly higher sterility percentage than in the earlier planting. In case of the variety, the effective tiller was found highest in case of the Tilotoma and the Tafe, whereas the number of the grain per spike was higher on the Tilotoma, and the lower in the BJ and Tafe, which are not significantly different. The 1000 grain weight was found highest in case of the BJ, and in case of the sterility percentage, the Dafe and Tilotoma have a significantly similar value percentage, but have the significantly higher than the Tilotoma. The table 2 shows the effect of sowing dates on yield and yield attributes of the wheat is experimented given by the Modi et al. 2018. The figure table shows the number of total number of the tiller per hill was found significantly higher in case of the early planting, that is planting on the November 15, whereas the delay in the sowing or planting late planting, that is planting when the planted crop sown on 30 December has the significantly lower total number of the tiller. And similarly, in case of the effective tiller per hill is also significantly higher in the 15 November, and total number of the spikelet per spike was also significantly higher in the 15 November, and but the number of the non-effective spikelet per spike was higher in the 30 December, and it was lower in the 15 December. And in case of the spike length was found significantly higher on the 15 November, that is 13.13 cm, and which is low, that is 8.31 cm on the late planting, that is when crop wheat sown on the 30 December. Similarly, the number of the grain per spike was significantly higher on early planting, that is 15 November, and lower in the late planting, that is 30 December. Similarly, number of the sterile grains was higher in the December 30. Yes, there is the higher number of the non-effective tiller per spikelet, and the 1,000 grain weight was found significantly higher in case of the early sowing. The grain is also found significantly on the 15 November. Now, grain yield. The grain yield of the wheat is the result of the combined of the various yield activity components. That is already said, the number of effective tiller per meter square, number of the grain per spike, 1,000 grain weights. The different authors have reported a significant difference in the yield and delay sown with respect to the timely sown wheat. Marasan et al. 2016 identified the date of sowing has no significant effect on the grain yield of the wheat, but the variety has a significant influence. However, 14 November sowing had the highest grain yield, that is 3.09 ton per hectare, which in line with the finding of the Maratha et al. That is, the grain yield was obtained 3.4 ton per hectare on November 14 sowing. Similarly, according to the Madhu et al. 2018 found that the sowing on 15 November produced the highest grain yield, that is 2 ton per hectare among the other sowing dates. That is, delay in the sowing. Delay in the sowing dates decreases the grain yield of the wheat. The figures shows the grain yield and the reduction in the grain yield influences by the sowing dates and the varieties under the A is the conservation agriculture and B is the conventional agriculture in the Rampur Chittagong. And from figure we can clearly see that the delay in the sowing, that is from 14 November to 14 December, there is the decline in the grain yield. In case of the Tilotama, there is the 34.89% reduction in the yield, when there is the decline, there is a delay in the sowing of the wheat. And in case of the Daphne, there is only 16.5% reduction in the grain yield. This is in case of the conservation agriculture, but in case of the conventional agriculture, there is the only small amount reduction in the yield, but the sowing November has the highest grain yield than the other sowing. So from this figure we can show that early planting has the higher grain yield than the late or lower delay in the sowing. The table 3 shows the grain yield, straw yield, and harvest index of the wheat influenced by the sowing dates and the varieties at the Rampur Chittagong. The research was done by the Marasan et al. 2016. The grain yield was not significant, but it was significantly higher on the earlier planting, that is 3.09 ton per hectare, or 3,097 kg per hectare was obtained on the November 14 sowing, which is significantly lower on the December 14. Similarly, in case of the straw yield was also not significant, but it was higher in case of the November 29 sowing. But in case of the harvest index is also found higher in case of the early planting, that is November 14 sowing. Now, effect of sowing dates on the quality parameter of the wheats. Fraze and Watson 2015, Kumar et al. 2014, Yusuf et al. 2019 suggests the grain protein content, grain appearance score, hectoliter weight or test weight is a quality parameters which is used to evaluate the quality of the wheat. Similarly, Thapa et al. Also reports the blood and plum kernels is the quality grains. The protein content was influenced by the nitrogen and the micronutrient, which determine the end use of the wheat, whereas the grain appearance score gives the reflect the status of the grain during the ripening periods, and it was calculated on base of the size, color, shape, luster of the seed. The hectoliter weight is which is a test, also known as a test weight. It is the volume per unit, the weight of the it is the measure as the volume per unit volume को रूपमा चाहिँ measure गरिन्छ, that reflect the crop status during the grain filling periods, the grain status during the grain filling periods. And the plum seed indicates the round head and the good quality seeds. They observed that the highest grain protein was obtained when sowing between 1 to 10 December, that is 13.48%. The protein content is higher in the late sowing. They observed that, and while the early sowing, that is sowing on the 25 to 30 October, produced the lowest protein content, including the Ahmed, Fazi, and Hassan. Similarly, Yusuf et al. 2019 also reported much increase in the protein content on January 5, that is delay in sowing, in comparison to the other planting stage, that is early planting. But Aham and Fazi and Hassan also suggest sowing between 25 to 30 December produce the high quality wheat. Yes, there is the low production in the delay condition is under the stress condition, the increased grain protein, because the grain responds directly to the high temperature and the water stress by modifying the source relationship. Thapa et al. Identified the higher percent of the broad and plum seed on timely sown wheat, while cereal and the shotgun seed are produced in the late sowing, which was due to the formation of fewer leaves, which allow the lesser solar radiation interception and resulting in the less photosynthetic production, which affect the which there and then there is less assimilation of the photosynthetic that have and have the higher nitrogen absorption by the crop. Yusuf et al. 2019 also found significantly higher grain appearance score, that is 8.3, and hectoliter weight, that is 82.9 kg per hectoliter on 5 November sowing as compared to the rest of the sowing dates. That is early sowing have the high grain appearance score. As I have said, it was measured on the basis of the shape, color, size, and luster, and hectoliter weight. Also, the volume of the grain per unit, which was it was found lower in case of the delay sowing or late planting due to the there is the low leaf area, that is source to intercept the solar radiation and insufficient photosynthetic product. And if there is a lower area, that is source, there will be the lower interceptions of radiation, and which produce the insufficient photosynthetic product that limits the translocation, and there is the low translocation of the assimilates to the zinc, which result in the small and the cerebral grains. And another one is the post-maturator grains during the due to the post-maturator grains occurs due to the prevailing of the hot wind and the high temperature during the grain filling phase, also result in the small and the cerebral grains. They also shows the effect of sowing dates on the quality parameter of the wheat. I have said the grain appearance score was found higher in the 5th November sowing, which is lower in the 5th January. It is late sowing have the lower grain appearance score. Similarly, in case of the hectoliter weight, which is higher on the early planting and the lower in the late planting, but the protein content was higher in the late planting but lower in the early planting. Now, if you are showing this on the disease prevalence, there are the several diseases with diseases like rust, foliar blight, powdery mildew, loose smooth, etc. that occurs. But the incidence of the disease occurs according to the climatic condition and the management practices. A study conducted by the Nepal et al. 2020 in Chittagong found that the ceiling disease incidence was 8.69% higher on 25 November showing, which is significantly higher than that on the 10 December. And on 25 December in case of the incidence of the spot blot disease. Similarly, Nepal et al. 2020 mentioned that the delay in the sowing is associated with the reduced soil moisture contained in the soil. If there is a delay in the sowing, there is a reduction in the soil moisture, and which have the adverse impact on the germination of the seedling, germination of the seed, and which will also reduce the vigor, and the growth of seedling will be lower, and which consequently play the major role in the seedling disease incidence. So there is the high incidence of the disease in the early planting, in the delay planting, though seed and through the there is the incidence of the disease through the seed and soil borne inoculum. However, the mean AUDPC, that is area under disease progress curve, which is a useful quantitative summary of the disease intensity, calculated based on the flag and the penalty made leaf infection, suggests that the crop under the delay sowing were more susceptible to the disease, while the early planting, that is planting on the 15-25 November, with more resistance. Similarly, a study by the Ariel et al. 2013 revealed the highly significant difference on the IUDPC value at the 2 days of the sowing, that is 15 December and the 25 November, which are significantly higher on the 15 December. It was due to the combined effect of the heat stress and readily available inoculum, that is the spores or spores that cause the disease from the early planted field. Is the early planted field act as the source of the inoculum or source of the spores, and the relatively warmer and the humid condition that prevail during the latter stage increase the AUDPC value, and because in that lead to the increase the susceptibility of even the resistant genotypes under the late sowing. Furthermore, Ariel et al. 2013 reported that epidemiological situation may have promoted a high disease incidence during the critical growth stage on the latter planting. Epidemiological situation has promoted the high disease incidence during the critical stage. In the critical stage, there is the more incidence of the disease is due to the and if the wheat is sown late. Similarly, the green leaf area duration is also shorter in the late planted wheat, which may be exaggerated by the substantial inoculum load, and which may have the high inoculum load that often is the early planted source, act as a source of the early planted seed, have the source of the inoculum, and that contribute to the disease build off, and that result in the widespread infection in the field, and finally that leads to the shorter grain filling phase, so that the quality and the yield of the grain is reduced. The table 5 shows the effect of the sowing dates on the seedling incidence. In AUDPC, AUDPC, F1 and grain yield, the seedling incidence was higher in case of the early planting, but the AUDPC value of the flag leaf and the pinnated leaf, the flag leaf is the leaf which comes out before the head comes, and the pinnated leaf is the leaves which is just below the flag leaf, that is the second leaf, and that shows that the AUDPC value was significantly higher in the late sowing, that is the higher AUDPC value means the higher, more susceptible varieties, a more susceptible reaction. So the late sowing has the higher disease prevalence. Effect of the sowing dates on the AUDPC and the yield character is studied by the Ariel et al. 13 in Rampur Chittagong shows that the area under the digit progress curve double digit shows that it was significantly higher on the 15 December, that is the late showing, than the early showing. And similarly, the flag leaf, the digits in flag leaf there is the high incidence of the disease, and in the penalty leaf there is also high incidence of the disease on the late showing than the earlier showing, which has affected the economic yield, that is grain yield. So there is low grain yield in the late showing, is there is the high incidence of the disease, but in case but in the early showing there is the high grain yield, is there is the low incidence of the disease. And the cardinal weight is also high in the early showing. Now, conclusion. The yield attributing traits like effective tiller per meter square, number of the grain per square per meter per spike, 1000 grain weight, and quality parameters like protein content, the grain appearance score, the hectoliter weight or test weight, and disease incidence characteristics of the crop are highly affected by the age. There is a change in the sowing dates. So the cause associated with the delay in planting need to be overcome, which can be done by following the alternative way of practice of the establishment methods in the rice wheat system, that may be the surface or relay sowing, direct dry seeded rice, minimum tillage, so that the delay in the planting can be minimized or reduced. So as early planting of the wheat result in the decrease in the disease severity in the higher yield with the increased quality parameter except protein, the sowing in the early is recommended. And the sowing date is the main determining factor for the quality, yield, and prevalence of the disease. Therefore, it should be recommended according to the prevailing weather condition using the long-term weather forecasting data. And is the increasing trend of the temperature is a part of the global climate change, which influences the optimum sowing dates. So the sowing dates of the crop, that is wheat, need to be modified according to the changing temperature. So from the past experiments, it can be concluded that the sowing of the wheat during the mid-November or from second week of November to first week of the December have the positive impact on the disease prevalence, grain yield, and the quality of the yield. Thank you, sir. This much.
Very nice.
उत्तम, थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच. र प्रेजेन्टेसन गर्दाखेरि एउटा कुरा के ध्यान दिनुपर्छ भन्दा टाइम के अब मैले त क्लास 1 घण्टाको राख्छु होइन, टाइम चाहिँ नट मोर देन 15-20 मिनट्स भन्दा बढी प्रेजेन्टेसनको लागि टाइम दिनुहुन्न होइन. मैले अरूलाई पनि भन्न खोजेको वान थिङ एनदर इज ट्राई टु कन्क्लुड rather than copying the table हैन. मैले अरूलाई पनि भने कपी त्यहाँको टेबल कपी गर्नुभन्दा पनि that derive the gist thing, but you can do the different type of statistics. त्यसको बारेमा म सेकेन्ड सेमेस्टरमा कुरा गरौँला. धेरै कुराहरूलाई एकै ठाउँमा राखेर हामीले के गर्नुपर्छ भन्दाखेरि प्रेजेन्ट गर्नुपर्छ हैन. इफेक्टिभ टिलर पर मिटर स्क्वायर जुन आर्टिकलहरू लिएर आयो, त्यसको इफेक्टिभ टिलर पर मिटर स्क्वायर व्हाट इज द इफेक्ट हैन. त्यसको दुईटा मात्रै भ्यालु राख्यो, सकिहाल्यो नि एउटा लाइनमा. इट इज द इफेक्टिभ टिलर पर मिटर स्क्वायर इन दिस डेट लास्टमा राख्नु. समराइज एज अ रेफरेन्स के हो, एउटैमा 3-4वटा टेबलहरू कपी गर्ने बानी हामीले त्यो तरिकाको चाहिँ सुरु गर्नुपर्छ. र मोस्टली चाहिँ हामी डिजिज प्रिभेलेन्सको कुराहरू चाहिँ भेराइटी स्पेसिफिक पनि हुन्छ, त्यो कुराहरू आउन सकेन. बट आई थिङ्क इट इज ओभरअल द गुड प्रेजेन्टेसन समराइज राम्रै गरेको छ. बट इट इज भेरी लेन्दी होइन. केही कुराहरू सुन्नु छ प्लिज भन्नु त. केही कुरा सुन्नु छ? हामीले धेरै जसो त चाहिँ हामीले धेरै जसो त एक्सपेरिमेन्टहरू मैले पनि विकको एक्सपेरिमेन्टहरूलाई चाहिँ अलिकति राइस विक सिस्टममा मुख्य गरी मैले चाहिँ राइसमै बढी काम गरेको छु बट सब एज वेल विक पनि विकमा पनि देयर आर द डिफ्रेन्ट एरिया टु वर्क होइन त्यही भएर मैले दिएको काम पनि के हो भन्दा थिङ्क अबाउट द चाहिँ मैले दिएको सिनारियोहरू पढ्दै जाँदा कहिले कहिले चाहिँ रिसर्चको निम्ति इस्युजहरू निकाल्न सक्छ कि भनेर पनि हो है इस्युजहरू चाहिँ निकाल्न सक्छ।
अहिले यसमा के यो हेर्दाखेरि आर्टिकल हेर्दाखेरि कुनै कुनै चाहिँ यो क्वालिटीको कुरामा चाहिँ कपर अनि नाइट्रोजन म्याग्नेट हालेर पनि एफेक्ट गरेको कुरा देखाएको थियो क्या त्यो कुराहरूलाई गरेर रिसर्च गर्न सकिन्छ
सकिन्छ त्यही त मैले त्यो यो एक्सर्साइज दिनुभयो अर्थ के होइन भन्दाखेरि यसलाई एसाइनमेन्ट मात्रै होइन कि के पनि होस् भन्दा चाहिँ केही न केही चाहिँ आइडियाहरू रिसर्चको आइडियाहरू पनि आउँछ कि होइन पढ्दै जाँदा जति पढ्यो त्यति नै आउने हो कि अरू कुरा केही नै होइन त्यही भएर त्यो कुरासँग पनि मैले थिङ्क गर्न खोजेको हो होइन त्यस्ता आइडियाहरू पनि के गरौँ भन्दा खोज्नु पछि पनि त रिसर्च गर्न परिहाल्छ होइन त्यस्ता कुराहरूलाई पनि खोज्नु चाहिँ मैले त्यहाँनिर पनि जोड्न खोजेको हो बट अब म चाहिँ हामी मेज स्टार्ट गर्छौँ फ्रम टुडे वी आर स्टार्टिङ द मेजको बारेमा स्टार्ट गर्छौँ मैले धेरै कुरा राइस बेलामा भनेको छु अराउन्ड द कति पढ्यो होला राइस भन्नु त कतिवटा लेक्चर पढ्यो होला मनिला कति पढ्यो कति दिन पढ्यो 15 दिन पढ्यो
नाइ सर धेरै पढियो 25 दिन जति त पढियो यता अनलाइन क्लास नै हाम्रो 1 महिना भइसक्यो नि त सुरु भएको अनि पहिला पनि पढाउनु भएको हजुरले
मैले धेरै कुराहरू राइसमा भनेको छु लट्स अफ द थिङ्क ओभर दियर यो कोर्स अलिकति लामो पनि छ है अरू एग्रोनोमीको कोर्स हेरी सबैभन्दा लामो कोर्स चाहिँ अरू साइडको पनि छ एउटा पछि सेकेन्ड सेमेस्टरमा बट विथ द 3+0 3+0को कोर्स छ त्यो चाहिँ भने यो चाहिँ 2+1 को हुन्छ बेबी डोन्ट डिस्टर्ब मी ममला सुन्दा सरी चाहिँ हामी धेरै कुराहरू मैले धेरै कुराहरू स्पेसल्ली द कन्सेप्ट क्रप साइन्स एन्ड द सिरियल क्रप दुईटा चाहिँ हाम्रो 601 एन्ड 602 दिस कोर्स आर डिजाइनेटेड टु that fulfill the requirement of especially the plant physiology as well. यिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ हामीले प्लान्ट फिजियोलोजी भन्दा पनि क्रप फिजियोलोजी हाम्रोमा चाहिँ प्लान्ट फिजियोलोजी चाहिँ पढाउने ट्रेन छ क्रप फिजियोलोजी पढाइराखेको छैन त्यो डिजाइन गर्नलाई पनि बनाएको हो त्यही भएर हामीले त्यो एस्पेक्टबाट पनि डिलहरू गरिराखेका छौँ है I will provide the certain materials of the राइसको एउटा नयाँ बुक पब्लिकेसन छ त्यो पब्लिकेसन मैले कहाँ राखेँ अस्ति कसोलाई पठाएको जस्तो लाग्यो त्यो पब्लिकेसन स्प्रिङ्गर पब्लिकेसनको छ यु क्यान रिड एज वेल त्यसमा पढौँ लेट स्टार्ट टु द मेज हामी मेजमा धेरै लगाउँदैनौँ अराउन्ड अ विक हामी बिताउँछौँ देन टु विट है त्यहाँपछि विकमा चाहिँ हामी मुभ गर्छौँ म अलि फास्ट पनि पढाउँछु है अब ओके नबुझेको कुरा चाहिँ फेरि सोध्नु त्यो कुरालाई चाहिँ ध्यान दिउँ बुझ्दै नबुझिकन अगाडि गएर काम भएन आज म एकदमै छोटो पढाउँछु इन्ट्रोडक्सन टु द मेजको इन्ट्रोडक्सनहरू द मेज इज द मोस्ट वाइडली कल्टिभेटेड सिरियल्स वर्ल्डमा सबैभन्दा बढी कल्टिभेटेड हुने सिरियल इज द मेज व्हेन वी कम्पेयर द एरियालाई हामीले कम्पेयर गऱ्यौँ भने देयर इज द व्हिट up to now area of the wheat is higher as compared to the maize and rice and the rice ko area चाहिँ के छ भन्दा almost there is the stagnant in the area but when we observe the increment or when we observe the rate of change per unit time जति एरिया हामीले देख्यौँ भने can observe that is the blue line चाहिँ के हो भन्दा मेज हो, मेजको एरिया progressively increase we think by the 2025 that the made area that exceeds the wheat area. When we compare the productivity or the total production, हामी जब total production sorry जब हामी टोटल प्रोडक्सनको कुरा गर्छौं टोटल प्रोडक्सनमा चाहिँ there is the high production of the maize को प्रोडक्सन बढी छ there is the seems to be the high production of rice as well but that is the paddy rice not the clean rice the clean rice को हैन the term maize मैले यही गरे the term maize that is derived from the Spanish language the indigenous term the indigenous language is the Taino so Taino मा चाहिँ that is called as the maize M-A-I-Z or the plant त्यो भएर the term using in the Ireland it is called as the sweet corn यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले के भन्छौं भन्दा sweet corn भन्छौं the most form of the plant in the people here हैन that is the sweet corn the maize भनेको चाहिँ sweet corn भन्न चाहिँ खोजेको हो especially it is derived from the M-A-I-Z it is the Spanish language Spanish word most of the Latin word बाट Roman word चाहिँ आछन् भने the maize चाहिँ के हो भन्दा it is from the Spanish when we compare the productivity मा हामीले old productivity लाई compare गर्ने हो भने the productivity of the maize is far higher than that of the rice and the wheat rice or wheat को productivity भन्दा बढी छ it is the case and there is the increase in the productivity चाहिँ के छ भन्दा the rate of change is also high rate of change पनि के छ भन्दा in case of the maize is high then followed by the wheat then followed by the rice त्यसपछि rice को followed छ the maize production scenario in the world maize is one of the most versatile emerging crops having the wider adaptability under the varied agricultural conditions maize it can be it is especially the crop of the tropics but it can be grown in the temperate region as well higher Himalayan region मा पनि के हुन्छ भन्दा bean grow हुन्छ especially in the summer season it is the most versatile crop that can be grown with the that different environment different agroecology को हामी कुरा गरौँला हाम्रोमा एरियामा different agroecology मा चाहिँ grow हुन्छ it is due to high it can be grown in the different agroecological condition किन यति धेरै wider adaptability छ त one is there is the one case is maize is the cross pollinated plant and most of the varieties they are developed especially the composite variety जुन OPV भन्छन् open pollinated variety what does it mean OP variety भनेको चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि in the seed production system मा चाहिँ हामीले के गरेको भन्दा seed production plot मा चाहिँ हामीले open pollination को निम्ति छोड दिएको त्यो भएर त्यसरी चाहिँ प्रोडक्सन गर्नेलाई चाहिँ हामीले के भन्छौं OP variety भन्छौं especially in case of rice OP variety term is not used in case of rice and wheat they are used as inbreed improved variety inbreed भनेको inbreed improved variety भनेर term use गर्छौं भने in case of maize it is used as the term is the OP variety open pollination लाई छोडेको it is the cross pollinated species and most of the varieties they are the OP varieties are the composite varieties there is also varieties are the composite varieties are for example the Rambu composite which have the large number of the parents around 35 parents 35 वटा चाहिँ डिफरेंट प्लान्ट्सहरुको चाहिँ के गरेको भन्दा हाइब्रिडाइजेसन भन्दा पनि एक ठाउँमा प्लान्टिङ गरेर प्रोडक्सनहरु चाहिँ गराएर कम्पोजिट डेभलप गरेको भएर त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले के भनेको भन्दा इट इज द कम्पोजिट भेराइटी मलाई भोलि सम्झाउँ कि व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस इन द लाइन्स व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस इन द कम्पोजिट सिन्थेटिक मैले भने यो कुराहरु व्हाट इज द सिन्थेटिक भेराइटी भनेको के हो कम्पोजिट भेराइटी भनेको के हो यी कुराहरु मैले कुरा गरे गरिन
नाइस लाइन र कल्टिभेटको डिफरेन्स
हजुर
भेराइटी र कल्टिभरको डिफरेन्स मात्र भन्नुभएको थियो।
त्यो त गरेँ कि बट डिफ्रेन्ट टाइप अफ द भेराइटी सिन्थेटिक भेराइटी भनेको के हो कल्टिभेटेड भेराइटी भनेको के हो हाइब्रिड सिङ्गल क्रस हाइब्रिड डबल क्रस हाइब्रिड मेजमा युज हुन्छ यो कुरा मलाई भोलि सम्झाउँ है के म त्यो बेलामा कुरा गर्छु आज धेरै टाइम छैन बट मेज चाहिँ एकदमै बढी एग्रो इकोलोजिकल डाइभर्स एग्रो इकोलोजिकल क्लाइमेटिक कन्डिसनमा किन ग्रो गर्न सम्भव छ भन्दा देयर इज द हेटेरोजिनस एकुमुलेसन अफ जिनहरूको चाहिँ हेटेरोजिनस एकुमुलेसन छ मैले भने कि रामपुर कम्पोजिट विच इज भेरी पपुलर भेराइटी द्याट इज द नम्बर 1 ओपी भेराइटी इन नेपाल त्यो त्यसको प्यारेन्ट्सको सङ्ख्या हो 35 भनिसकेपछि त त्यहाँ जिन कति धेरै प्लान्ट्सहरूको छ त इट इज मेबी कसरी सम्भव भयो त इट इज ड्यू टु द क्रस पोलिनेसन राइसबाट 35 प्लान्ट्सको सम्भव हुँदैन देयर इज द सेल्फ पोलिनेसन त्यो भएर मेजमा चाहिँ के हो भन्दा वाइडर एडाप्टिभिटी भनेको देयर इज द हेटेरोजिनस एकुमुलेसन अफ जिनको हेटेरोजिनस एकुमुलेसन छ हैन जसको कारणले गर्दाखेरि द्याट इज वाइडर एडाप्टेबिलिटी एन्ड देयर इज द डिफरेन्ट इकोटाइप अभाइलेबल फर द डिफरेन्ट डोमेन्टहरूको द्याट इज ग्रोन इन द युरोपियन कन्ट्री एज वेल एज इन द ट्रपिकल सब ट्रपिकल कन्ट्री डिफरेन्ट चाहिँ डोमेन स्पेसिफिक डिफरेन्ट क्लाइमेटहरूको निम्ति चाहिँ के छ भन्दा भेराइटिजहरूको डेभलपमेन्ट छ फर इक्जाम्पल इन केस अफ नेपाल एज वेल हेरौँ जति चाहिँ भेराइटी चाहिँ नेम एकदमै सजिलो छ इन केस अफ मेजको चाहिँ भेराइटीहरूको नेम फर इक्जाम्पल अरू द्याट इज स्पेसल्ली मिड हिल्स चाहिँ भ्याली एरियालाई गणेश भन्ने बित्तिकै हाई अल्टिट्युड एरियालाई डेभलप गरेको भेराइटिजहरू भयो भन्न खोजेको मतलब डिफ्रेन्ट इकोटाइप्स अफ द डिफ्रेन्ट भेराइटी नीड स्पेसिफिक डोमेन स्पेसिफिक भेराइटिज आर एभाइलेबल वान थिङ नट ओन्ली इन नेपाल इट इज वर्ल्ड वाइज किन भन्दाखेरि युरोपियन कन्ट्री टेम्परेट रिजनको कन्ट्रीमा पनि मेजको ग्रोइङ हुन्छ लो टेम्परेचर सहन सक्ने खालको सर्टेन भेराइटिजहरू चाहिँ छन् स्लाइटली लो फेरि एकदमै बढी लो सहन्छ भन्न खोजेको होइन एन्ड अल्सो देयर इज द हेटेरोजिनस एकुमुलेसन अफ जिनहरूको हेटेरोजिनस एकुमुलेसन छ जसको कारणले गर्दा मेज क्यान बी वाइडर एडाप्टेबिलिटी adapted in the wider agroclimatic conditions, for example, drought पनि एडाप्ट हुन्छ इन केस अफ द salinity भएको सोइलमा पनि एडाप्ट हुन्छ द्याट इन केस अफ द इकोलोजी स्पेसल्ली द चाहिँ के हो भन्दा लो टेम्परेचर एन्ड अल्सो द हाई टेम्परेचर दुईटैमा चाहिँ एकुमुलेट हुन्छ त्यो भएर मेज इज द भर्सटाइल क्रप globally it is known as the queen of cereal because it has the highest genetic yield potential among the cereal को बीचमा चाहिँ highest genetic yield potential छ so that's why it is called as the queen of cereal the yield potential is very high एकदमै बढी yield potential छ हैन भन्न खोजेको मतलब it is the C4 crops as well C4 crops पनि हो त्यही भएर टेम्परेचर बढी हुँदा यसको यील्डमा त्यति फरक हुँदैन it is cultivated in the 193 million hectares in the 160 countries that varying of the diversity of soil, climate, biodiversity and management practice that contributes to the more than 1/3 to the total grain production in the world. Maize is a versatile crop. I have already told you different ecological zone. In fact, suitability of maize to the different environment is unmatched by the any other crops. That is the case. It is grown in the 58 degree north to the 40 degree south from the sea level to the 3000 and above mean sea level area and in area of the 250 millimeter rainfall and more than the 5000 millimeter rainfall in the area with a growing cycle of around 3 to 13 months कुनै कुनै चाहिँ सिनारियोमा त 13 month पनि के 13 months सँग पनि there are the certain ecotypes they are available that means it is grown in the very के भन्दाखेरि diverse climatic condition एकदमै diverse climatic condition मा चाहिँ यसको ग्रो हुन्छ I have up to here मैले यहाँसम्म आए अहिलेलाई मैले यति नै पढाएँ त्यसपछि अहिले म पढाउँदिन Friday we have an exam at 4 at 11 त्यसको निम्ति चाहिँ के पढौँ हिजोसम्मको कुराहरूलाई चाहिँ अपडेटेड क्वेशन आउँछ थिङ सिम्पली एकदम सिम्पल तरिकाले थिङ्क गरौँ मैले यति मात्रै पढाएँ आज किन भन्दा मेरो क्लास त एक्ज्याक्टली 8 हैन 8मा त्यही भएर ओके थ्याङ्क यू
सर
Have a good day.